Hey, welcome everyone. One-Eyed Sniper here. So I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Bioshock. So most people are probably familiar with it. It's a fairly old game. That's one I picked up off of Steam, and I actually really like this game. So it's kind of it's a first-person shooter, and I guess you could call it more on the horror side, horror fantasy. But one thing I loved about Bioshock is it includes magic, which you don't get in a lot of first-person shooters. So I thought that was just amazing. Um, and it's really well made, well written. Um, so let's go ahead and jump right into Bioshock. We'll get our opening movie and introduce ourselves to Rapture. I usually have the brightness turned up a little bit just for the videos because sometimes it comes across a little dark. We'll see how that is if it's not too high. And I'm going to try it on hard. I've played through it before. It's been a long time, but I think I'm up for the challenge.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Alright, with that very hellish intro into the world, we have arrived here at this lighthouse. So, we were on a plane on a trip, and the plane went down, which you can see right there. But conveniently for us, we've got this lighthouse out here in the middle of the ocean. So like I said, most people are probably familiar with the game. So the setting for this game, the city of Rapture, is basically an underground or underwater city. We get introduced to some pretty cool characters. Not to get too political with this or anything, but the one of the main premises behind this game is our main antagonist we've got here at the beginning is Andrew Ryan. Who built the city basically because he was tired of government intervention in everything that he did. And a lot of the themes behind this game are based off of what's called objectivism. And there's a lot of the philosophy that was prescribed to by Ayn Rand, who was a philosopher and author. In the early 40s and 50s, I believe. And her kind of belief system would be, as far as current politicians, would be closest to, say, Ron Paul, though he's not nearly as kind of extreme into it as she would have been. So Andrew Ryan, I've got a quote from him. In what country is there a place for people like me? So we'll find out more about Andrew Ryan's vision here, why he created Rapture. It's actually the first time I played it on PC. So we'll see how much improved it is. I think I played it on Xbox 360. So here on the wall, I think we have kind of like the core principles for Rapture. Should be science, industry, and art. What about this one behind here? It's the Andrew Ryan crest. Alright, so let's just jump into this random chamber and pull the lever.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture. A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
You can see there on the bridge there, it'd be Big Daddy. We'll meet several of them later.
One more minute. Spear's coming up now. Johnny, security's banging off all over. Get a move on.
Please, lady. I didn't mean no trespass. Just don't hurt me. Just let me go. You're my gun.
And there we get to meet one of the many residents left here at Rapture. Particularly nasty one at that.
Is it someone new?
Alright, so then we get introduced to Atlas, who is kind of another connection to Ayn Rand. One of her books was Atlas Shrugged. Yeah, let's talk to Atlas.
I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground. Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind. We're gonna need to draw her out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
Alright, so the Vita Chamber basically, let's see here. If you're killed by the hostile denizens of Rapture, you'll be revived live and whole at the last Vita Chamber you passed. Some of your health will be restored, and you'll always have at least a small amount of Eve. Vita Chambers work automatically, there is no need to use or activate them. So they're basically proximity based, so as soon as you get close to them, they're activated. Alright, where's she at?
Just a bit further. How do you like that, mister? Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something? Bloody splicer. Seal Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
Alright, so, it's kind of a old school theme here for first-person shooters. Is your first weapon is always some kind of just blunt weapon before you get a gun.
But I sent her flowers every day, and she always sent them back.
And we get a wrench.
All that gratitude?
Alright, so now that we're armed,
A trip to fresh air and save up to see Steinman. The ladies will be knocking at my door.
there we go.
I got my book.
Just say I don't see where to go. It has been a while since I played through this.
Stop!
Alright, there we go.
I can control myself. I can. That's all you got.
Beat this guy to death here. Alright, that was the thuggish splicer. So, Adam is like our health, and then Eve is the blue bar, and that's how it lets us use plasmids, which basically are magic. And this is a game that really encourages you to search pretty much everything. There's items in everything. Trash cans, suitcases, and allows you to basically, we can eat all these snacks, and some of them raise your health, some of them raise your Eve, and some do both. So now kind of while we got a free moment, going back to the kind of the theme of the game with the objectivism is its basic main principle is just the individual kind of takes care of themselves and earns what they keeps what they earn, and that society as a whole will benefit from everyone just kind of looking out for themselves. That's kind of the philosophy. And then when you get government intervention or any other authorities intervention, it kind of stifles innovation and creativity.
My daddy's smarter than Einstein, stronger than Hercules, and lights a fire with a snap of his finger.
So we get the
Are you as good as my daddy, mister?
Gatherer's Gardens, which is going to give us our first plasmid, which should be Electrobolt. So plasmids alter your genes to give you powers, such as setting creatures on fire or causing security systems to attack your enemies. Enter plasmid mode by pressing unbound. I guess it's because I'm using a controller. So they didn't change the directions based on using a controller, but that's not a big deal. You can increase the number of plasmids you can equip by buying plasmid slots at a gatherer's garden. All plasmids require Eve use. You will automatically use an Eve hypo when your Eve bar runs out, but you can manually reload by pressing some button. This guy doesn't mess around with his needles.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him. Let's buck. Weak! You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow! Always have been. You'll be no better off with Metal Daddy, little fish. See you floating from right.
And there we get another glimpse of Big Daddy.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
And that was a little sister who the Big Daddies protect.
You alright, boyo? First time plasmid's a real kick from you. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
Alright, so one of the flaws behind the game, which they fixed in the second one, is that you can either use plasmids or weapons. You can't do both. Whoops. If we can learn the controls here. Alright, good to go there. So yeah, the plasmids are used for mainly combat, but then you can see you use it to open the door there. They really introduce it into the game, or what's the word I want to use? They work it into the game very well with the environment and stuff you got to do. So you notice that I think this can't really remember now, but the game I think is set in like the 1950s. So technology down here has thrived. So it's gonna be quite more advanced here than say in the real world. So you saw they had like drone technology. They were able to build a city underground, and the idea behind that kind of comes from basically without the government in the way or any other authority in the way, they were able to progress much faster than normal. Of course, this place is also a dystopian shithole, so gotta it's not all good down here. Here's that plane we left behind. Alright, we get a new Vita chamber down here, and actually we kind of just make it into Rapture proper now. So there's also some things that damage you, so like wine you can use to restore your Eve, but will sorry, it will restore amount of health, but will drain some Eve if you drink. Basically all alcohol is that way. And there's a cap to the...
Splicer! Give him the combo. Zap him, then whack him. 1-2 punch.
There's a...
Remember, the 1-2 punch.
There's a cap to the amount of Eve and, Adam you can have.
I didn't touch her.
As far as the... to heal yourself. Forgot I was playing on hard. The guy's a little...
Who is that?
little harder.
I know you. Leave me alone. Don't run.
I'm gonna have to get better quickly here. Let's see, what can we do here? So first aid is B, and okay, got it. Got it. Also, you can use the environment as a weapon, so if any of these guys are standing in water, you can use your plasmids to... the electricity plasmid to electrocute them. And what I was trying to say is the Eve hypos and the first aid kits, there's a cap to. I think it might be... I don't want to know if it's 5 or not, but there is a cap to that. Oh, that's not good.
Tell Ryan I'm sorry. No, I won't do it again. No, please, please, don't do that. The whole thing will go. No! I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Come on! I just wanted to...
Alright. So they blew something up. This game is actually surprisingly spooky. They do some pretty good stuff in here. It doesn't rely on just jump scares or anything. They actually do have some kind of creepy stuff going on in here. Take the elevator up here.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe... I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now, but you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
Alright, so now we have kind of our first goal here. So the splicers are basically the citizens here at Rapture who have overused the plasmids to the point where they're kind of basically just druggies, but they're addicted to it, they always want more, and they've kind of lost their mind.
Why aren't you here? Why is it today and not then when you were warm and sweet? Why can't Mommy hold you to her breast and feel your teeth? Oh, no. No, 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 no.
See if we can't sneak up on this. On this one. Ooh. Quick to the punch.
Plasmids changed everything. They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Alright, so yeah, she wasn't talking to a baby at all, but this revolver. Ammo can be few and far between, so you want to use it a little bit sparingly, at least at the beginning. And I'm going to see if I can't fix my sensitivity a little bit here. I'm not sure what a good setting will be. I'll try 75. I don't know what this unlocked frame rate's going to do for me either. That might be a bad idea. Now I'm at 60 FPS already. It's no point in going higher for me. Alright, we'll see if that's a little better. And actually, I feel like we've had a fairly good introduction here to Rapture. So I think we'll end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it and you plan on coming back, then if you'd kindly subscribe or like the video, it'd be great. So I'll catch you next time, guys. Peace.